I was born and raised in West Palm Beach, Florida in 1972. I was born at a normal weight, normal height, everything was good. It wasn't until I reached the age of 8 that we started to realize that something was wrong. I started adding on more weight. It really didn't become a problem or an issue even with our family practitioner, until the time I was 14. Then, out of the clear blue, the doctor said, "You know what, Dave? We have a problem. You are way overweight and we need to fix this." So it was at this point in my life that the dieting started. We've done the liquid diet, the low-calorie diet, drinking 2 shakes a day, then eating 1 meal. The diet that seemed to work best for me was the cabbage soup diet. I went from 250 pounds to 220 pounds and realized that I could do this on my own. So I started eating healthy. At this point in my life, and being 15 years old, I was able to maintain my weight by starving myself and only eating 1 to 2 meals a day, and small at that. I was miserable, but I had accomplished what I thought would be the impossible in keeping the weight off. Once I graduated high school and all the peer pressure was gone, my weight started to add back on, pound by pound. While I was attending culinary school, I met this amazing woman. She worked at the same job that I did at the front counter. It was the first person in my life that had ever accepted me for who I was and looked past the weight. She knew that I was going to amount to something, and she wanted to be a part of it. After 3 years of dating and a 1.5 year engagement, Mary and I wed on March 9th, 1996. 5 years later, our first son Noah was born. This was an amazing time in our lives, but for the first time after holding Noah, I realized things were going to have to change. Having Noah was an extreme responsibility, having to change his diapers, feed him, wake up in the middle of the night when he was sick, but all I wanted to do was sleep. Even as a chef, coming home in the restaurant, doing the job that I loved, I realized I didn't even love that anymore. My weight had taken over. On January 28, 2002, my life changed forever. I underwent the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass surgery in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But not only has my life been changed, but a very special person also, my mom. She underwent gastric bypass surgery just 6 months after me, and now lives an incredible life and is able to enjoy her grandchildren. I have 2 boys, Noah and Michael. Noah is my firstborn and will always have a special place in my heart. And Michael has an infectious smile that will always last in my head forever. After having gastric bypass surgery and having the same failures as many people do after surgery when it comes to eating, I realized that there had to be a better way. So what I did is, for the first couple of months, I started making a diary of everything that I ate, and I realized that there was some common sense to this approach. It was at this point that my physician who had performed my surgery had asked if I would be interested in publishing my recipe diary into a cookbook known as Culinary Classics. We then placed this book on Amazon, and things just started to explode. The success of my first cookbook has led to many other achievements in my career. I have learned that gastric bypass surgery has not defined who I am, but has allowed me to live my dreams and help others achieve theirs.